Hey everyone, welcome back. We're doing this one more time. We're going to be doing the total drama kind of tier list, I guess. It's not really, because I don't know them yet. I think it'd be pretty unfair to rank people S, A, B, C, D, considering the fact that, I haven't seen a single minute of their footage yet. But the new total drama cast, I think this was released, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and the names were released about a week ago, I think. I don't know, the passage of time is really weird at the moment, but yeah, no, I think I would rank them based on how far I think they're going to do in the season, alongside a few predictions. I don't know, is it Total Drama Island 2022? Is that what it's called? I'm not 100% sure. It's just Total Drama Island. It doesn't say the year, but I assume this will be early next year. I'd be surprised if they released it all this details now, and it's like December 2023. I'd be kind of surprised. So, yeah, I want to say maybe summer of next year. That'd be pretty cool. I'm fingers crossed for like earlier, like February or January. That'd be awesome. But I think summer would be the most appropriate time because it's a summer camp after all. What I don't like, I will say before we start, what I don't like is that it's called Total Drama Island. I think that it's just unnecessarily confusing between the 2007 season and the 2023 season, I guess. I get that it's for marketing purposes, you want to have a more recognizable name to bring in the older fans, but it's like, it just clashes. Just call it something else, like Total Drama Reboot, Total Drama We're Back, Total Drama Revenge of the Island. I don't know. I also don't understand why the island is back. Didn't it sink in All Stars? I wonder if that'll be addressed in canon. It'll be completely ignored, or it's just like, or maybe it's just a different island entirely. It doesn't need to be Wamanakwa. I think that, personally speaking, I think that this season could be a lot of fun. What I'm worried about is that it's going to try too hard to be modern, I guess. TikTok challenges and Instagram and social media and all that stuff. This wasn't all the rage back in 2015. That was the most recent season, Redonkulous Race. That was a full 7 years ago. 8 years by the time I assume it'll be released. So I'm sure there's a lot of modernization going on. I also heard that they hired a lot of new writers as well, a lot of younger writers. That's gonna be interesting, but I hope they're not too cringy. Like, my fingers crossed they're not like, hey, how do you do, fellow kids, type. So yeah, we're gonna rank all of these characters. I think there's going to be something controversial, though. I think there will be a time skip. That's my big theory right now, is that this will take place like 10 years after Pocketail Island, and it's going to be like all the older characters are going to be, older. We might not even see them. Like, it could very easily be like Pocketail Island, where the previous seasons aren't even alluded to. But what I think is going to happen is that this will canonically take place years after. Chris will be older, Chef will be older. We won't see the older contestants. Maybe, hopefully in passing, I really just hope we get a few references just to see how they're doing. I feel like that would be a very big missed opportunity if they don't at least allude to, oh, hey, yeah, Owen did this challenge 10 years ago or whatever, on his first season, whatever. Any bits of... I guess it's kind of fan servicey, but come on, it's been that long. I feel like we kind of deserve a little bit of fan service in regards to continuity. But yeah, no, a time skip would be kind of controversial because that would mean that some of the older characters, they can't play anymore. They're old now. We can't ship them because that'd be really weird. And they're also, that's in the past. We're not going to go back to those first 7 seasons ever again. It'd be really sad. I know, like, it really doesn't mean a whole lot because this is a newer cast. And, they probably won't even make cameos, but I feel like the whole time skip, if this were to happen, would be like very divisive. People would be like, oh, I think it's a horrible idea because now in the future they can't bring the older characters back. I really hope this is a success because I do hope we see like maybe All Stars or like a fans versus favorites or like a old versus new kind of season down the road. I don't think any of these 26 episodes are gonna feature the older contestants in any bigger capacity, but you don't know. Maybe they'll surprise us. Who knows? Anyway, we've been rambling for too long. Let's go make the tier list. All right. I've edited the tier list. Now it says where I think they're going to rank. Of course, we're going to have the top 2 players, and in different countries, different one of them will be winners, which I hope they don't do. I think that it's been years now. It's like, who cares at this point? Let's have one canonical winner so we can all look at them and be like, yes, that's the winner. Maybe we could reference them in future stories. Because the problem is, you can't really reference the fact that, let's say Heather or Alejandro won, because, like, both possibilities are true. And I feel like that really lessens the character arcs and stories that you're able to make, because now it's not like, oh, I'm a returning winner. Ho ho, I already won this last year. Now it's like, you have to be ambiguous, and because of that, it's kind of frustrating because you can't really like. I guess it makes sense. You don't really want to spoil previous seasons. I know there are a few hints here and there, but you don't want to actively spoil previous seasons. But at the same time, it's like it makes the finale always feel so anticlimactic, and it kind of negates the purpose. So I hope they don't do that, but I'm gonna assume they will. But yeah, fingers crossed, of course. So we'll start off with, and I have the names on a different screen, Axel. And I feel like a lot of these campers are gonna be like, they're gonna remind me of previous ones. So naturally, it's gonna be obvious to compare them, but she really reminds me of Eva. I think there's a screen cap. Let me look at it really quick. Where is it? Where she's like freaking out. She looks like she lived in the woods for a while. I don't know. I think that maybe I don't know. I hope that the Total Drama writers are going to be subversive this time around. They have these familiar, body types and faces and even names, and really they're here to subvert expectations. Axel has like a really cool sounding name, like she's going to be kind of like a Joe or an Eva, but I hope that they subvert that, and it's all just one big debate, and she's really like a softie, maybe like a female Brick even. I don't know where I'd put Axel. I think Axel is someone who is not going to win, but definitely gonna either make like the early merge or the late pre-merge. Like I can see her being one of the last few boots of the pre-merge. I'm gonna put her in. I'm gonna put her in this category. I'm gonna put her here. I don't really know what they're gonna do with her character, but obviously if they're gonna subvert the Eva thingy, then she's gonna not be one of the first few boots. Next up we have let me check. Bowie, and he kind of reminds me of Bryce Izia from Survivor Season 28 from the actual show that Total Drama is based off of, because he wears purple, and I think he's gonna be the gay character of this cast. And I think that's awesome because I know Bryce is a very fun personality, even though spoiler, he didn't last that long on his season. I think that they're gonna do the opposite of that. I think that would be kind of cruel and kind of counterintuitive if they made Bowie an early boot. So I think he's gonna make it relatively far. I don't think he's gonna be in the top. He might, but I don't think he will be. I'm going to put it in the same place as I put Axel, actually. I can see him going a bit farther. I'm going to rank them relative to each other, so he's lasting farther than Axel. Yeah, I don't know. There was some pictures of him. Let me check again. Where? Looking at the guy with the pink shirt. I think that's Damien, is it? Yeah, no, Caleb. He's looking at Caleb, and he's like the only guy, so I think he's going to be the gay character. And I think it's going to be fun. I'm gonna be interested to see how they the fan reaction, because I hope the fans like it. We'll see. I hope the writers are respectful and the fans are also respectful. So I guess we'll see what happens. This is Caleb. Based off the one picture I have, I think he's gonna be like the Justin, where like all the girls are into him. I hope that he's not the antagonist, because we've already done that. We've already done Justin and Alejandro. We don't need another, very attractive sort of manipulator. I think they're not gonna do the same mistake with Justin. They're going to give him lines. He's actually going to talk. He'll be a presence. Maybe he'll be kind of arrogant, but I don't think he'll be the antagonist. I can see him going far. I can see him making it towards the end. Not because he's a manipulator, but just because he's kind of like the sleazy yet well-meaning kind of guy. Yeah, I think he's going to be loads of fun as well. I don't know. I can also see him being first boot, but I don't know. I will make a comment, is that I like how normal this cast looks. They look very normal as opposed to the first 3 generations where they look, like very appealing to the eyes and attractive. I'm not calling this cast ugly, but what I'm trying to say is that they look more like normal people you'd see. However, I think that's kind of juxtaposes the fact that this is a cartoon, obviously, the whole silhouette thing, where if you have an iconic shape, you can recognize it instantly from silhouette, like let's say Pac-Man or Pikachu, right? Here, I don't know about that. Like, I know you could kind of do that with like Owen, for example. He's a very distinct shape. With the girls, the Total Drama girls of previous seasons, it'd be pretty hard because they're all sort of similar-ish. I mean, like Beth would be easy, but some of the others wouldn't be. With this cast, I'm kind of worried that none of them really stand out. Like, I think the biggest one that would stand out is probably, just because he's more of a portly chap, would probably be Ripper. I feel like he's not as portly as Owen, but he's also just, someone who you can tell who he is from the silhouette. I don't know, it's also very early to tell, but that's what I'm worried about, is that these designs are, because they're so normal, they don't stick in your mind as much as, let's say, like Max. Like, he's, for people who don't like Pockettail Island, he will still stand out because he's such an iconic design, right? So I don't know, maybe it needs some getting used to. Maybe these are just the prototype designs, maybe they need like a few more tweaks here and there, but yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about. Anyway, we have Chase, and I think Chase, I don't know, like he's giving me Trent vibes, he's giving me like I'm just a normal guy. He could be the antagonist, but I don't think so. I think that this time around we're going to have a male main antagonist. I don't think any of the girls will be antagonists. I feel like some of them strike me as they could be, but I don't think they will be. Chase, I don't know, I can see him just being kind of forgettable pre-merge boot, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say this guy is the villain. This guy's the villain. He's gonna be in third place, just like, Heather, just like usually where antagonists go just before the end. That's my bets, that Chase is, you think he's just this pretty decent guy, but no, he's evil. He's here to rob and cheat and steal. Damien, I don't know about Damien. He's also strikes me as just a normal guy. He's got a baseball cap. Maybe he's like a jock, but he doesn't seem too jockey. I seems pretty cool. I don't know. I'm gonna say he's here. I don't know. I have like no read on him at the moment. Next up, we have... Oh, I know who this is. This is Emma. And let me tell you, I hate the fact that her name is Emma. Because we already have an Emma, and I get... Yeah, so I actively hate the fact that she's called Emma. Because we already have an Emma. And I get it that, you know, you can have multiple names. That's just how the real world works. There's going to be multiple characters. But it just makes me feel like they either forgot, or they're, like, considering Redonkulous Race, like, non-canon or less important than the other seasons. Like, obviously, they're not going to have another Heather. And I feel like Emma was a very important character in Redonkulous Race, but because that's so recent, that was the most recent season, and it's a spin-off, it makes me think, like, oh, it's not important, we can just reuse names. It doesn't matter. I don't like that. Why? Just call her, like, Emily. Call her, like, Emmy. Just don't call her Emma. I don't know. I don't like it. But, I mean, as a character, I think she will be fine. I think she will be the token, like, brainy girl of the cast. I don't have a whole lot. She's just wearing the same sort of vest jumper thing that Dawn and Scarlet wear, so I don't really have a read. I feel like those are two very different characters. I'm gonna say, like, brainy girl, maybe, like, programmer, and her arc will be like, oh, you know, programmers are usually men, and I'm here to, you know, speak on behalf of all female programmers. I don't know, I'm gonna say she goes here. I've good vibes with Emma, except the name. I don't like the name. Next up, we have Millie, and I also don't have a read on her. She just looks very normal. I really don't have a read on her. I think that she will also... I think she'll make merge. I think she's definitely going to be someone who makes merge, maybe over Axel. I can kind of see, you know, them being sort of like course correcty with Lashana. And, you know, I don't mean to, what's the word, associate just because she's a bigger, I guess, African-Canadian character. But I feel that maybe they're going to look back on how they portrayed Lashana and kind of appropriate it for the modern age. On top of that, maybe she won't get screwed over. Maybe instead of Lashana being like, you know, Lashana, what? Maybe they'll actively make it so that she doesn't get fucked over. I mean, that'd be what the fans want, right? Justice for Lashana and all that. So yeah, I don't have a read her though. Next up, we have Julia, who kind of reminds me of Dakota. Like, I don't get Heather vibes. I kind of get more Dakota vibes, and that might be because she has the Valley Girl effect. I feel like, because I think there's going to be a TikToker character. I think she's going to be the TikToker character. I feel like that's going to be given. Maybe she's a celebrity, kind of like Dakota, but, like, honestly, the writers are so... The reputation of the writers is so varied. Like, so they do great things, Redonkulous Race, but they also do awful things, like All-Stars. So, whether or not they redo old storylines, I don't know. Like, I feel like they want to... I feel like you could go either way. You could either subvert the past, you know, like The Last Jedi, or you could rehash the past pretty much the exact same way, like, I guess, the Force Awakens, right? Weird Star Wars insight there. But, yeah, no, I think Julia will be the Dakota. I don't think she'll go as early as Dakota, but I think she'll still go early. I don't really see much of a story there. Maybe like a 3-4 episode arc where she's like, you know, she has to live without her phone, or the fact that she's like, no one recognizes her, or the fact that people are like, you know, you're kind of a jerk in real life. No swearing for this video. But yeah, no, I don't see it. Next up, we have MK, and I really like MK. I'm an Asian myself, so having an Asian character is very cool to see. I know we have like Heather and Emma and Katie, Kitty rather. But she's like the first one that I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna do with her, honestly. I don't know what they're gonna do, because obviously Emma and Kitty are very, very nice characters, and Heather is a very mean character. So maybe she'll be like morally gray. I don't know. It's weird to say that because she wears I believe taupe, she's giving me Ezekiel and Sean vibes. Maybe she's homeless. I don't know. Maybe maybe that's her storyline. I don't know. I can see her being like, oh, her parents kind of like abandoned her. She had to live on the streets, and that's why she wears these kind of clothes. I don't know. Maybe it's just Canadian style. I don't live in Canada. I live in the Philippines. I don't know a whole lot. I hope she makes it far as the only one who's who like really screams Asian. I think she can make it far, and I hope she does. I think she's really cool. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say top 2. I'm getting top 2 vibes from her. MK, I don't know what it stands for. Maybe Mary Kate, maybe Molly, Christina, maybe it's like a Asian name. I don't know what where she's from, but that'd be really fun. I know we just had Sean, who's another Toquewear, but hey, maybe this is the rise of the Toquewears. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. I've never said that word before. Toque. I know that's what they wear, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Next up, we have Nichelle, and I think, because it's weird, because like Nichelle and Julia are like kind of looking at each other, so I don't know if that's like a rivalry or if they're just looking at each other. She's the only one who's looking at the opposite direction, so I wonder if they're either going to be a couple or a rivalry, or maybe they're like sisters or something. I don't know. It's weird. Why is she looking the other way? Why is it Nichelle? Is that a name? Because I know Michelle's a name. Is Nichelle like a name I've never heard of before? I don't know. I mean, it's like I feel like I know that there's gonna be a same-sex couple. I don't know if it's gonna be male-male or female-female or both. Maybe it's male-male and female-female. We have two same-sex couples. I'm gonna say that Nichelle and Julia are gonna be the same-sex couple. Julia would be first because she's the more like TikTok-y kind of girl. I wonder if they're gonna have like race discussion in the. I don't mean ridiculous race. I mean like ethnicity discussion in the actual show. I feel like given how this cast is very similar to how Survivor in recent years has been actively making its cast more diverse. This one is also very. I mean, you just look at it, it's like, oh wow, this is the most diverse cast ever. I wonder if they're very inspired by Survivor, but also if they're gonna have it be like a talking point throughout the episodes. I don't know. I feel like Total Drama is a little too goofy for that kind of stuff. It's a cartoon with really silly humor, but who knows? Maybe it will be. Maybe it will. Maybe this is the new age. I know they're definitely modernizing the challenges, that's for sure. Anyway, with Nichelle, it's hard to say. I don't know. I think she's gonna be. And I know this is kind of like a trope where it's like the what's it called, where you kill off your gay characters, and I know they kind of want to avoid it. But this is Total Drama. This is a show where people have to be eliminated. And I don't think that if they're gonna be a pair, I don't think they're gonna be top 2. Like, you have to eliminate 14 out of 16 of these characters, so you're gonna have to enable that stereotype. I think she's gonna go to the top 2. I think we're gonna have a female top 2, because we had a male top 2. We never had a female top 2. So I feel like this is gonna be course correcting just for symmetry, and also it'd be nice to have it. You know, I think Chase will be 3rd. The final 4 will still be 2 guys, 2 girls, but these 2 guys will go out back to back. Because we have 26 episodes, I hope. Because they say 2 seasons, but they also say 26 episodes. I don't know what they're gonna do. My hope is that this is the first half. It's 13 episodes, and the second set of 13 episodes is going to have some form of the older contestants. Maybe like as guests, maybe some of them will compete. I don't know. That's my theory right now. I don't think it's super likely just because the box has already been released and it says 26 episodes, but it also implies 1 season. It's really weird. I don't know. Maybe they're keeping mysteries, but then again, this is the Total Drama team we're thinking of. We have to keep our expectations in check. Next up, we have Priya, who reminds me, and I don't know if you know, but I am the voice of Kai from Disventure Camp. Yo, dudes, it's me, yeah. I voice him. So, here's the thing. She reminds me of Priya, the Bollywood actress. Now, granted, I'm not saying that because they're both Indian. I'm just saying that because of the name. And yeah, I guess also because they are, I assume, in that area of the world. I don't know what they're gonna be with her. She looks very normal. She kind of has, like, Mike's clothes, which also reminds me of Minecraft Steve. Like, does anyone else think Mike and Minecraft Steve kind of have the same vibe? I don't know. I don't have any thing off her. She looks very normal. I'm just gonna put her here just because she's just like, nice girl, I guess, who just kind of gets the boot. I don't know, maybe not. I feel like a big benefit would be if I had their little descriptors, like, ooh, you're the moonchild, ooh, you're the farmer, ooh, you're the brainiac, just so it would help. I don't have a whole lot of info to go off of right now. What else do I have to say about Priya? Yeah, nothing else. That's where I think she's gonna go. Also, I know I said that she's the one that screams Asian. I guess India or Pakistan or wherever she's from is also part of Asia. My bad. I didn't see it. So we're gonna do the next 2 in a row, actually. Wayne and Raj. I'm guessing that this one is Raj and this one's Wayne. I don't think they're gonna be the gay couple. I know that they're wearing the same shirt. I think the gay couple will be someone else. I think they're just gonna be like male Katie Sadie. Maybe they'll be as annoying as Katie and Sadie. I think the obvious one is that one goes out early and the other stays a bit longer, but not too, doesn't like overstay their welcome. I'm gonna say he goes out early just because, I don't know, he just doesn't seem super memorable. I feel like Raj is a lot more well designed, I guess. This guy looks a little generic. This guy looks creative, so I'll put Raj here. Maybe they're gonna course correct as well the Katie Sadie stuff, where one of them goes out early and he's like, oh no, he's my hockey friend, boo-hoo. And then he grows as a person, unlike Sadie, who when Katie goes out, you expect her to grow and nothing happens. So yeah, that's where I think Raj is gonna go. He's gonna be in the early merge phase, I guess. I hope there's a lot more strategy talk this time around. In my my fanfic, which I'll link down below, Total Drama The Ellen Strikes Back, there's a lot of, I guess, politics in regards to the strategy of who to vote for and alliances and all that. And I think that's something from Survivor that they could carry over to Total Drama, where there's a lot of like alliances and, oh hey, vote this, no, I can't vote that, they're my target, yada yada yada. All these sort of dynamics. I know it's only like 20 minutes per episode, but I feel like you could squeeze at least a little bit of that. That'd be very interesting for the more nerdy folk like myself. Next up, we have Ripper, and if I'm being honest, I don't have a great vibe off of him. I think that he reminds me of Owen. There's like one picture where he's screaming. Maybe that's what gets him eliminated. He jumps in the air, from like a cannonball and he crashes into his team's like, I don't know, sandcastle and they lose the challenge. He's the only one that has like a speech bubble. He says scream all you want, dude, it's an island. But maybe they're debating. Maybe they're like, oh, this guy reminds me of Owen, but actually no, he's gonna be the first boot. I'm sensing it now. He's gonna be the first boot. Calling it now. Ripper will not make it far. He will in fact be the first boot. I don't know how much of a hot take that is. I don't know if anyone agrees with me, but I can see it happening. And maybe that's because a lot of fanfiction have Owen as like an early boot, and maybe that's why I'm sensing it. I don't know. I don't think. I hope he's not Owen. All right, just like how Sean kind of has similar vibes to Ezekiel, is the complete opposite of Ezekiel. He's a winner. Maybe this guy who has Owen vibes will be the first boot, whereas Owen is the winner, right? That would be pretty epic, I think, if they do that version. Like, maybe that's how my brain works, is that my brain works in a sense that all shows that have like a reboot or a season after years, they want to subvert your expectations. They want to challenge the norm, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if Total Drama is one of those shows. So yeah, Ripper first boot. Next up we have Scary Girl, and I think Scary Girl will be second boot. She doesn't have a name. She might be the character with a disability. Maybe she's mute. She can't say her name. Maybe she can't talk. I don't know. Which, you know, if that's why she's not going to be second boot, she's going to last a little longer. But I think just the fact that her name is Scary Girl, I think she's just going to smolder and be scary and not talk, and people will be like, okay. Now, I can also see her going far. But Scary Girl, right now, I'm getting Dawn Scarlet vibes. And as you may know, whenever they have a character with a unique concept, they always kind of drop the ball. So I'm thinking that, you know, she's either going to go early, like Dawn, or she'll make it farther and have a bit of an arc, like Scarlet, but it'll be unsatisfying. At the moment, I'm leaning towards the Dawn thingy. Last but not least, we have Z, who... Is that a name? I don't know if that's a name. He has long hair, I think. He has a ponytail. Pretty nice. Pretty nice design. I think he's like a... It's like he has like a Phineas problem with a very... Like, is his head a semicircle? What's going on there? I don't know. I like him. I think he's definitely, you know, long hair guys. You don't really see that in cartoons, let alone full drama. So that's gonna be pretty great to see. Now, where would Z go? I don't know. There's a picture of him and I think Chase hugging each other, and now I'm like, okay, Chase. They probably wouldn't put that if Chase the villain, but what if they're subverting our expectations? What if it's a debate? What if it's like, oh, we're gonna make him look scared, but actually he's the bad guy? I don't know. Z, I'm gonna put him here. I think him and Chase will be like those two guys. Maybe he'll be like the accomplice to Chase's crimes. But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say that Z makes 6th place. Here is the placements that I think they're gonna go in, and that's my predictions. I don't know what to expect. I'm very excited. I think what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna make like a little assuming it releases weekly, of course. I'm gonna make a little podcast with my friends talking about what we think is gonna happen in future episodes, and that'll be a lot of fun. But I mean, who knows? Like, obviously, I don't know where my life's gonna be in 6 months from now. So if the timing is right and if I can do it, then I'll definitely do it. So yeah, stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching my Total Drama tier list, and I'll see you guys next time.